Hey guys, it's Zach, Ohio Skater. We're gonna do the second part of the last discussion that we did, where we were talking about media, but I made some videos about media and some videos about sports, and we were also gonna talk about sports here in the discussion test podcast type thing. So Phil and I have been watching some sports over the past few days. Been watching some soccer, been watching some basketball, been watching some skateboarding, and been watching some UFC, basically. So, uh, let's start with soccer. Soccer, sport I played when I was young. It's not as popular here in the USA as it is around the world globally. But there's a small there's it's not small, it's probably pretty big actually. There's a fan base here. Well, most people here who like soccer will still watch foreign soccer. Not most people who are soccer fans probably aren't also MLS fans, but you have a lot of MLS fans. I'm a FC Cincinnati fan. MLS Major League Soccer. That's the USA, the U.S. league. Um, but most soccer fans will still, like anyone in the world, will be watching like um, Premier League or something like that. But I have YouTube TV, and they used to have a lot of MLS games. They have less MLS games now. I don't know. They don't have many MLS games, because Apple TV sort of swooped in and took the rights to most of the MLS stuff. But YouTube TV still has some MLS games. They have Liga MX, the Mexican League. I watch that sometimes. I watch Premier League sometimes, and and uh, and I watch. And then I have ESPN. I recently got ESPN Plus, and they got like the Spanish League and the German League. So many different leagues to get into. It's crazy. So yeah, but um, far as basketball goes, Phil knows more about basketball. Phil was good at basketball when he was young. We've been watching some of the Cavs, some of the Lakers. Phil, tell me about what you think of basketball in general, and tell me what you're thinking is basically going on in this NBA season. If you know if you've been keeping track of it, we'd like to hear your analysis. But yeah, so go through that.
It feels like 2016 all over again. Best team in the NBA. We just came back from a 20-point deficit in the first quarter last night to win. We stayed cool, calm, and collected. Tri-C, shout out Tri-C, that's in the area. We have a deep team this year. It's not LeBron led at the head. It's a well-balanced machine. This is like some Spurs, Tim Duncan, Greg Popovich, foundational, formational basketball, fundamental basketball we're playing. And
You're talking about the Cavs right now?
yes,
Yeah.
we have like 10 people that can score 20 at
Yeah.
any moment, at any game. Superstars, like it's just. We're probably going to go to the finals, and yesterday was proof.
Because we played the Celtics yesterday,
Exactly.
right? Yeah.
Exactly.
And he was telling me that the Celtics were the ones that beat us last time we played them. Is that true?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And won last year, won the whole thing last year.
Celtics won the championship last year, the finals. Okay, yeah. So that's definitely the Cavs' main competitor. It seems like for sure. But what do you think? What do you think? LeBron on the Lakers. What do you think? How do you think that's going for him?
I'm happy for him. I mean, they're maybe fifth in the West right now. He's always in the playoffs, and all LeBron has to do is get to the playoffs. He's doing tremendous things still. However, our team is deep, and it's like it's going to be a nice battle. Two different types of teams, both still good. but LeBron's LeBron, and having LeBron is you have to form your offense and defense around one guy. It's like the bad part about having a superstar. So they're doing okay. We're doing better. I wanted him to come back at a certain point, but the Cavs management made some moves, got a few new key players that now I don't even want. Sorry, LeBron, we're good. We'll be fine, and take this championship back.
Yeah, so you think the Cavs could go all the way this year?
Absolutely, and we are. We're gonna win, and that'll probably mark. I don't know what LeBron's contract looks like.
Yeah.
But he's gonna want to come back, at least try. He's already mentioning. He was tweeting about the Cavs yesterday. Every time we're doing good, he has to. He always keeps it in his back pocket.
Yeah.
But if he stays a couple more years, he's 40, but he's still putting up 20, 30 points. If he stays healthy, we'll take him back. And maybe a year or two, like, you gotta sit it out a couple years, bro.
Yeah.
But
the third return, the episode 3,
Yeah.
bro, of the LeBron in Cleveland saga. That would be amazing, bro.
give us a couple years to see how many times we can win it without you,
Yeah.
and then you can finish.
Yeah,
your
for
career,
sure, for
finish
sure.
your career here.
Yeah, so, and then, you know, we watched some skateboarding videos. We watched, on the Thrasher YouTube channel, we watched a Yeti, tour. I think it was like a tour, maybe a tour of like the Pacific Northwest or something. Lots of bowl skating, lots of vert, lots of transition, pretty cool stuff. And you know, Thrasher Magazine. Shout out to Thrasher Magazine. They post the best skate videos on YouTube for sure. Thrasher's got all the good skate videos, you know. So
Ping pong.
yeah, so in skate videos, you know, this we watched a little bit of the X Games I had recorded the other day too, women's competition. You know, Japan obviously kills it in the competitions. Japanese skaters are at the top of the competition game right now, at least in terms of street competitions. Shout out to Japan. I think Japan may overtake California as the center of global skateboarding. It may happen. But I think you still have a strong case for the United States of America because we have the street video culture, the true street video culture, and the true it started here, and you know, the best skaters I think are Americans still, despite what happens in the competitions. Because if you're a skater, you know it's more than competitions. It's about your edits, basically, your promos, your skate parts in your full length videos, and your tours, and your it's all about that stuff. And the USA still, hands down, it has the best culture for that. And so interesting. So skate videos, as I'm describing here, usually skateboarding with music in the background. It could be a tour. It could be a part that was filmed over years and years. It could be all that type of stuff like that. A promo, a little commercial type thing, but typically music in the background of skateboarding. And you know, I made that video about how we were listening to music while we were watching the soccer, and we listened to some music while we were watching basketball, and I think it gets us into the rhythm of the sport, the rhythm of the way they play the game. And I heard this song that came on my Spotify, and I said to Phil, this is an amazing song to watch basketball to. This seems like something that would be in 2K, like in the video game. You know what I'm saying? And we got to talking about sports video game soundtracks. You know, I was telling Phil, you know, when I was young, my iPod was full of sports video game songs from sports video game soundtracks. You know, so Phil, talk about your vision for how the music you help create can basically be utilized in in these video games, talk about the idea of the sports video game soundtrack and what it means to you, and how the music you help create can be instrumental in that.
Absolutely. When I was younger, I grew up middle class, so I had an Xbox, PlayStation, and after school, you can attest to this, just gamer culture. In middle school, we talked about it was go to school, come home, do homework, play until fucking midnight, right? So those songs and sounds from mostly Halo for me, or 2K, Call of Duty, things like that. Same with shows. If you watch a show, it's the same jingle, the same intro. We got to get that today. And you're doing it every day for like 2 years of your life. That music becomes ingrained in you. And Zach and I were talking yesterday about when certain songs come on, we know it from a video game. I think that's what he's saying here. So going forward, 2020 wants to make that music for the next generation of gamers, of game developers. So our music can get ingrained in your kids, not in a weird way. That might have been weird saying that, but I don't know yet. I'm in media training. Forgive me.
No, for sure. And so those video game soundtracks, so memorable and so important in our childhoods. I think music for video games is something that's needed. So that's part of the market. If you can get your music in a video game, if you can help create music for a video game, that's big business. That's and that definitely shapes the gaming culture. Music intersects with everything. So, but yeah. And Phil, so I was telling Phil, the sports I watch, a little bit more niche sometimes, like soccer or UFC or skateboarding. These are not as mainstream sports. Basketball, of course, I like basketball, but that's more mainstream. But most of the sports I like are not as mainstream. And baseball is more mainstream, and I really don't like baseball that much. But I like football and basketball. But seriously, I'm talking about skateboarding, UFC, soccer. In the USA, at least, these are not as mainstream sports. And Phil has some sports. Phil has table tennis playing right now, Olympic table tennis playing right now on his laptop. So Phil, talk about these niche sports that you think deserve more attention.
Excuse me. They're in the Olympics, so they get attention, but it's that American attention, that American touch to the promotion and marketing of the events, because we take it from the sport to the person, and we make a star out of the person that already has the talent. That's where we come in on the media side of what we're doing. Start with the music. Thanks for letting us in the door. Now we're going to show you how to properly, best practices, make a table tennis star a household name.
Yeah, so 2020, you might start hearing 2020 music in table tennis tournaments. People, there's nothing's off limits. We think of everything. You know what I'm saying? So, you had table tennis. What, badminton? What else? Beyblades, dude. Beyblades.
Yu-Gi-Oh, make Yu-Gi-Oh players, make a league out of it. Make debating cool again. Make, give it that touch, culture.
Yeah, Phil has an idea for a national debate league.
We're gonna scan the internet, identify arguments going on online, and propose to each party let's bring this to the stage. Are you? Do you? So it's. Do you? Are you really? Do you? Why are you fighting about this? Really? What's the underlying tone? What's the root? Let's bring it to the public stage and have. You know.
Yeah, because politics is pretty much a sport these days, and the debates are a big deal. People love the debates, but let's make debates a real thing that we just do, and it doesn't need to just be for politics, because then you're restricting yourself to one few debates every election, and you got to wait for the election, and so but let's just make it a sport. Let's just make it a sport and see what happens. That would be amazing. Because people go on Discord, specifically go to debate servers just to debate. It's something fun for them to. It's something people enjoy. People enjoy watching it. People enjoy participating, and yeah. So Beyblade and Yu-Gi-Oh. Those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's just there's ways to do it, and we're the right place to.
People love competition in any way, shape, and form. People love. Ohio recently legalized sports gambling, so there's a whole new sporting market, right? Sports market right there is sports gambling, and imagine if you had people that were paying attention to the Major League Yu-Gi-Oh! League, and you had a lot riding on a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament, and that was mainstream. And let's make everything a competition. Let's invigorate. Let's bring back competition in all ways.
That's all I'm trying to say. It's like we're watching the Olympics now, and no one's there to play. Hey, I came to win bronze, everyone. No one's gonna say that. You may win bronze, but everyone's going for gold.
Yeah.
For bragging rights, for more money, it's just let's bring back competition.
And everyone should go for gold in all aspects of their life. I think so we let's see how much time we got. We're getting into it. The last sport that we watched that I didn't really get to talk about was UFC, but I made a whole video about UFC, a whole little vlog about UFC earlier today. Check that out. I think I said what I could say in that vlog, but looking to get more into UFC for sure. So I'll probably be uploading some sports takes here and there. Be on the lookout for that, and yeah. So I guess the last thought I want to close on is it's not just fun to watch sports and listen to music. It's not just fun to hear the music on sports video games. It's also, if you are an athlete, you probably owe a lot of your ability on you probably owe a lot of your ability to music, because you probably trained with music. You know what I'm saying? You probably got songs that push you to the next level when you train. You know what I'm saying? So
we know our lane, man.
What's up?
We know our lane.
Yeah.
Here at 2020.
Yeah, so we're also trying to get you that music that you can get pumped up to, that you can exercise to, that you can be the best athlete you can be listening to that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and here's a little bit of music from Phil's buddy Caden. If you can hear it. So we'll end with that. So if this inspires you to do anything, I hope it inspires you to turn on some music and go hard in the gym. You know what I'm saying? With some music on. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, why not come back, watch a game with some music on, and catch the rhythm of the game, and catch the music of the game. You know what I'm saying? catch the rhythm of the game combined with the rhythm of the music, and it's real shit. Like, get high to that shit, you know what I'm saying? Smoke some weed and do that shit. So, anyway,
That part.
peace.